Hello students, I am Sonali Kelkar from SIT International School, and today we are going to do important diagrams. We are going to do the diagram of heart, male reproductive system, female reproductive system and nephron. So let's start today's session. Hello children, we are going to draw today the human heart diagram. So let's draw the human heart diagram. I'm going to try to draw it in a simplest way so that you can learn how to draw the diagram. Okay, so I'll take a black pen over here and you just see how I am drawing this diagram, right? So first I'll start a line from here and I'll go down here. This is our inferior vena cava. The diagram won't be that perfect, but I'm trying to draw it in a better manner so that it will be easier for you to draw it during the exam. So you have to extend it, right? So I have made almost a triangle part of the diagram, the downward diagram, and I'll be making the left atrium, right? So this is almost my left atrium, fine, and this is superior vena cava. As you can see, a diagram which is adjacent to it, and what you have to draw down, you have to go. Now you have to make an aorta, right? Over here, the three branches of aorta you have to show. Clear? Three branches of aorta have been showed here, and then just make a curve like this. From here you have to draw a little curve like this, and from here you are going to draw. This is what is your T shape, right? This you can extend little down, right? And you can show over here that this is coming over here. This is what is pulmonary artery that we are drawing now, right? And this curve you can make it much beautiful. This here you have to bring it down. We are done with the outer diagram. Now the inner part, this is our right ventricle that I'm drawing, right? This is a tricuspid valve, or you can say atrioventricular valve. Okay, now I will be drawing here. This is what we are done with the ventricle part. Now coming to the atrium part, the left atrium, we are going down. We know that the left ventricle is more thicker, right? It is more thicker. Why it is more thicker? Because it has to supply blood to all part of the body, and aorta arises from here. And here we are drawing the mitral valve or the bicuspid valve, right? And here you can put two dots, and these dots are nothing but the opening of the pulmonary vein, right? So pulmonary vein are arising from the lung, they arises from the lung, and they pour blood into the heart. Which part of the heart? Left atrium, right? Okay, here if you want to show your aorta arising from here, this is our septum that we have drawn. I just want to make a little bit, yeah, this valve more clear, bicuspid valve, right? Here we have this is what is our pulmonary artery, from where the blood is going out. And let's make the other two branches of a pulmonary vein. Okay, and blood, you know that two pulmonary veins are coming from the left lobe and the two coming from the right lobe of lungs. So here I have done with the diagram, right? Here you can extend a little bit like this. This is a part of our aorta. Yes, now we are done. I'll show you the blood flow over here, and I'll mark first red, and these reds shows that the oxygenated blood is flowing through it. Now this we know that is a pulmonary vein which is getting blood from the two lobes of lungs, and that's why it is oxygenated blood, and I am marking it with a red color, right? Once the blood enters into the left atrium, okay, this is left atrium, this is our left atrium. I'll just write LA, the diagram besides here as written everything. So blood will flow, it will come down from left atrium to the left ventricle. This is LV, that is left ventricle, right? From here the blood will go to aorta, right? This is our aorta, this is aorta, okay? The blood is going to aorta, and then it is supplied to the different parts of the body, okay? Here 1 and here 2. Clear? So this is supplied to different part of the body, right? Now we have to take the blue color that will show blood in the veins, right? Okay, now first we will take the superior vena cava. This is our superior vena cava. This is also called anterior vena cava, and this is inferior vena cava. Blood is coming from the lower part of the body, and from superior vena cava it is coming from the upper part of the body, right? And from there, if you see, it will enter into the right atrium. This is deoxygenated blood. I'll write here RV, that is RA, right atrium. The blood is coming to the right atrium, right? And there is a tricuspid valve here. Blood will come down to the left atrium. So if you, right atrium, this is right atrium, okay? If you see the right part of the heart, this is the right part of the heart, this is the left part of the heart, The right part of the heart is having all deoxygenated blood, and left part will be having oxygenated blood, right? Okay, now this blood will definitely go to the pulmonary artery here. This is the pulmonary artery, okay, and then it is divided into a T shape where this blood is going towards lungs, right? So this part is, I'll mark it, this part, the middle part of the heart, this part of the heart, I'm trying to take the pink one, but it doesn't have pink, right? So this part of the heart is septum, right? I'll marking it with yellow. This is the septum, which is dividing the right and the left part of our heart, right? Okay, and you can see here the muscles of the left part of the heart, they are very thicker as compared to the muscles on the right part of the heart here. So this is all about heart, and the marking is done over here. You have to mark tricuspid valve and the bicuspid valve, that you have to mark extra, and this is all about heart. Now children, let's draw the male reproductive system diagram. So I'll take a black pen here. Okay, so what you have to draw first, take a curve like this, right? And then you have to take this part, draw the penis down, clear, right? So we'll stop here, and then you have to draw a parallel line to the penis, parallel line to the first line, and then you have to take a little turn over here, and you have to draw scrotum. As you can see, we are drawing scrotum, right? And take a turn and leave it. Okay, so our scrotum is done. Fine. Now you have to draw testis. For that, draw a circle like this. Here, don't join this, okay, and just take over here and then just leave it here. Again draw from here another line, right, and then just bring it down. You have to bring it down. We are drawing urethra, right children? Here we are going to, okay, from here we are going to draw another line parallel to what we have drawn up earlier. What we are drawing is ureter. I'm trying to draw it thinner as possible, but of course it is not that easy to draw with this. So this is our ureter. It is taking turn, right, from here, and you can see a little bit here. You just leave, okay, just leave over here and draw a gland over here. We know this is seminal vesicle, right? From here you can take a branch like this, right? Take a branch like this, okay, sorry, and this will be bladder, sorry, this will be bladder, right? Here you can make the linings, bladder, where the urine which comes from the kidney stores, right? And here, okay, from urinary bladder, ureter will be coming, which is going to loop with this, our vas efferent is looping around the ureter. Okay, vas efferent is looping around the ureter. There is a gland over here. Now this gland is prostate gland, right? Here there is another gland which is very small gland. This is what is a bulbourethral gland, right? Fine. This is a bulbourethral gland. And now we are going to continue with the urethra, and we know that urethra is a common opening for urine as well as for semen. We have to bring it down. Clear? Fine. And here you can show make a W here. This has gone this, and this is with this, right? And these are the upper muscles or the skin of penis, upper skin of a penis, right? Make it a little curvy here and bring it like this, right? The extra thing, I'm going to erase the extra thing. Good. So I'll just draw it one more time. Yes. Fine. So this line is parallel to the initial line. Clear? So this is your upper body. I'll extend this upper body like this. Fine. This is what is this and this, right? Here this so this is what you have to draw. This is epididymis. Yes, you can draw the muscles of penis. Yes, right? And I'll just color it. Try to color this. Okay. I'll try to color this with the blue one because they have done with the blue one. Fine. So this is what is a testis. This is testis. So I'm not going to color it completely, but I'm coloring it to show you how it is, how you are supposed to color, right? So this is what is your testis, and the upper part is this one is epididymis. You don't have in your syllabus, right? Epididymis. And the sperm part is definitely from the vas deferens. This is a vas deferens. This is vas deferens. I'll make it blue in color. This is a vas deferens, which is blue in color, right? Yes. Yeah. And over here you can see the seminal vesicle, right? Seminal vesicle is here. This is seminal vesicle, responsible to pour fluid which is rich in nutrition and gives nutrient to sperm. This is prostate gland, and the fluid of prostate gland makes it's alkaline in nature, so it makes the environment of vagina alkaline because environment of vagina is acidic. This is a bulbourethral gland. This is for the lubrication of penis during the copulation, right? And if you see, I'll mark it as red. If you see here, from the urinary bladder, urethra is coming, and over at here at this junction, the urethra and the vas deferens meets, and urethra is going to continue down. And as I've already told you, it's a common opening for sperm and for semen, right? Diagram is already here and it is well labeled, so I am just telling you how to draw the diagram. You can label the diagram. The label is here right in front of you. Okay, so let's do the other diagram. Children, now let's learn a female reproductive system diagram. So I'll take a pen, okay, and I'll teach you how to draw the diagram in a most simplest way, right? So first, what you have to take, you draw a triangle, a rough triangle, right, like this. So this is our, you can say, endometrium, right? And around it you can draw semicircular like this. Around it, here also you can draw semicircular like this, right? Here also you can draw a semicircular like this. Fine. And you can take a measurement like over here, and a similar distance from here you can take this, right? And you can draw a fallopian tube just coming from here, and over here this is okay, right? And from here, and at the same height from here you can this, okay? Here also you have to draw a fallopian tube. You need to do more curvy. It's not that curvy. You can bring it down, make it more curvy, right? And here are the filament with which ovaries are attached, and you can draw like this, two, and this, two semicircles, 1 and 2, like this. Ovaries are done. You can make it more curvy. I'll erase it, and I'm going to make it more curvy. And here, yeah, you can draw the fimbriae here. Here also you can draw fimbriae, the end part of the fallopian tube. Fine. And these are the ovary, and this you can continue down, right? Here also you can continue it down. So, and you can make a line like this. This is a vagina. Clear? Here, if you want, make it more curvy. It is quite, straight. So this is endometrium walls of uterus. As you can see, this is pear-shaped uterus. Okay, and you can draw certain lines over here to show muscles of the uterus. And your fallopian tube is done, and even the ovaries are done. I know it's not looking that great. This is cervix. As you can see, this is vagina, right? This is cervix, vagina. Right? Put an arrow over here like this, right? Okay, and these are ovary. And these are oviduct or fallopian tube, so you can mark it, oviduct, or you can write fallopian tube. This is uterus. Here also you can mark it, uterus. Label it very properly. Fine. And you don't have endometrium, but endometrium you can mark, endometrium. Now, so this is all about the female reproductive system. Let's see the diagram of nephron. Now here's the diagram of nephron, and I have taken the two diagrams over here, which are very simple diagrams. So I'll teach you how to draw the diagram, right? The first one, as you can see, first you have to make a Bowman's capsule. Okay, make a Bowman's capsule like this. Okay, this is one is quite complete. This is the inner part of the Bowman's capsule, and then you have to make it a cup shape. And here I'm going to leave it here because I have to make the outer part of the Bowman's capsule also. So this, okay, here our Bowman's capsule is ready, right? Bowman's capsule is ready. Then I will first draw proximal convoluted tubule. Children, here you should be very careful. Here you have to take it. This is one. This is almost a half, not one. Right? I'll draw this part also. The upper part. Try to draw the upper part first. This is complete one convolution and two convolution. Right? One convolution and two convolution. This is the lower part of the tube, right? So proximal convolution tubules, there are two and a half convolution. This is half, this is one, and this is two and a half convolution. And this proximal convoluted tubule will go down and it will become a Henle's loop. Sorry, it will form an Henle's loop. So down, and this Henle loop will again make a convolution of 1.5. This is our 1 and this is our half. That's it, right? So now you can take the other line parallel to Henle's loop. Okay, children, if you are drawing with pen with pencil, the diagram will come nice, but for me it's not that easy to draw diagram over here. So if you see the convolution, 2.5 convolution in proximal convoluted tubule, this is our P proximal convoluted tubule, and this is distal convoluted tubule. Proximal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule, and this will join to the collecting duct, right? This will join to the collecting duct. So here our collecting duct is started, and you can mark these, leave these things, and these are the openings from where the urine is coming to the collecting duct, and this collecting duct will pour urine in the kidney, right? Now we will I'll show you with the help of the red pen. I have to show you the artery, okay? And as you can see this, we are first going to draw the efferent artery, yeah, and it is wider. Efferent artery is wider, and efferent arteriole is thinner. So first we are going to draw the efferent arteriole. Arteriole is the smallest artery, okay? So the renal artery which enters into the kidney, it will divide and redivide and form the arteriole, which is the smallest artery, that is efferent arteriole, okay? So here you can just make a loop like this, okay? Make a loop like this, and you can continue like this, fine. Here also, now here you can do, you can make few gaps, right? You can make few gaps here, which will show that this efferent arteriole has entangle here, okay? This has entangle here, and this is becoming narrow while it is coming out from Bowman's capsule. Why it is becoming narrow? So that it can exert pressure on blood, okay? And here you can show the network of these arteries, okay? So I'll just cross it, and you can show from here the network. So these nephrons are entangled with these arteriole, so that there can be a reabsorption of water, salt, right? So you can show this part of the artery. This reabsorb water and salt and mineral will go, it will go into the blood again, right? So because human body cannot afford to lose so much of water and mineral, especially sodium and potassium, right? This will go up like this. And again it is making a loop over here like this. Sorry. This can be continued. In this manner. Yeah, so this is what is our arteries are done, right? The marking are given over here. Efferent artery is the efferent arteriole, sorry, efferent arteriole. This is quite broader, and this is efferent arteriole. In the first diagram they have just shown the efferent and efferent arteriole. They didn't continue with the capillaries. It depends upon you. If you want to continue the capillaries, you can, and if you don't want to continue the capillary, you can do the first diagram also. Right, now you have to show the flow of urine. Okay, so when blood comes in the Bowman's capsule due to the pressure exerted by the afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole, because the diameter of afferent and efferent arteriole is different, so definitely we will get a filtrate over here. Right, this will move to PCT, this will move to PCT, right, this filtrate, and in PCT, that is in proximal convoluted tubule, there will be a reabsorption of water, minerals such as sodium and potassium, and that water, sodium, potassium will go to the efferent artery. As you can see, the arteries are entangled, the Henle's loop. Again, in the Henle's loop there will be a reabsorption. Okay, and you can see the filtrate, how the filtrate is going through the Henle's loop and it is coming to the distal convoluted tubule. In the distal convoluted tubule there will be discharge of hormones. If a person has taken antibiotic, any antibiotic, that antibiotic will also be discharged over here. And now when it comes to the collecting tubule, now in a clear sense we call it urine, right? So urine is coming from the other nephrons also, and these nephrons, the collecting tubules of these nephrons will ultimately pour fluid in the kidney. Okay, so this is all about your nephron, and this is all about today's session, children. I hope you have learned these important diagrams. So practice these diagrams, and thank you so much.